Hi, and welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence, and today we're going to take a look at the Four Horsemen Studios Cosmic Legion Sphexxian Mine Worker. This is a deluxe figure. I got this thing at Hella Dope Toys. These are pretty expensive. This is a deluxe figure. These things run $60. I know what you're saying. That's a lot of money there, and I agree with you. But hey, if you want to save 10% on everything at Hella Dope Toys, please use my code APWT and you get 10% off everything. That includes anything in stock and also anything pre-order, which I don't know of many other companies that do it, but hey, let's get into this. So look at this guy, and he is a pretty nasty looking figure, and I don't know what he is. He's some sort of creature. Here is his bio. You can pause it and read it if you need to, or maybe you need to read it on this side. Not really sure. And then on the back, you have an awesome cross-sell that shows you everything that they're going to come with. And again, this is from the same people that make Mythic Legions, but I like the fact that they took Cosmic Legions and they made it a little different. They gave you a different box rather than the exact same packaging that you get with Mythic Legion. So you are going to get something different, but you're going to get the same quality and the same look. But anyway, let's get into this guy. We're going to open him up. I'll compare him to a couple other Cosmic Legions that I have. And you know what? Whatever I do, I can find something. Whether I'm going to have Ash from Evil Dead fight him, maybe a Predator hunting him down, hell, maybe just the G.I. Joes taking him on, who knows. But anyway, let's get into this. But if you like this type of stuff, you like the Four Horsemen stuff that I give you, please take a second, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I drop something as awesome as this. Okay, so I got this guy out, Sphexxian. Sphexxian, I believe is how you say it. He's the mine worker, so he's not an army builder. He might be an army builder, but he's not a warrior or whatever. So we'll take a look at everything that he comes with, and let's just say this might be some stuff that is just kind of disgusting. So he has a couple extra claws. All right, so I would say this is meant to hold something maybe. It doesn't look like it moves. All right, nice paint. Again, this is Mythic Legions. Or I'm sorry, Four Horsemen. They are known for their sculpts. They are known for their paint and everything that they do. So the sculpt is really good on that. Just a little bit of paint right there. There's actually not a lot of paint on this guy. And I've actually noticed this, at least on the Cosmic Legions I have. Everything that's on it is good. But he's clearly some sort of claw. All right, and then we have all these other pieces. I'm actually kind of disgusted by them. I think these are mandibles. All right. And they're obviously nice and sharp there. You can see the little bit of a paint that's on it. All right. Detail is pretty nice, and they're just going to kind of plug right in there, and then we'll get into that in a minute. We got these two pieces. Now, I'm not sure if these go in the same spot, so you can change them out or what. All right. No paint on it, but just some nice detail. It is pliable, so it can move around. And then he's going to have a whole bunch of extra his little claws. And they're all articulated to a point, I guess. I guess they can move up and down here, but they're going to plug in. Again, just a little bit of purple and obviously the base coat. I think these are all the same. All right. So the four of these, I do believe they look to be all the same. So you can make them however you want. If you want to have them have, 6 arms, or if you just want to have them have the 2 arms, and we'll see how they all plug right in. So, so these are actually different. These don't have the little piece, the pincher maybe is what you call it. All right. But again, does look good. Here's his other head sculpt. And the detail on that is real nice. I like the purple. The eyes really do pop. We can see where the pinchers think these things are supposed to go maybe like this, or they're going to go in like that. Either way, it's kind of disgusting. All right. And the thing about the Four Horsemen Studios, everything is meant to be universal. You can swap things around. You can army build. You make your own figures if that's what you want. So we got these awesome looking wings. They don't separate. I thought they were going to separate. They are two separate ones. Nice translucent, obviously. You can see right through it. I think the wings look really good. Now, my fear is this little point here. Is it going to be able to hold them up and move properly? I know my naked gargoyles, they definitely struggle after a while because they're so big. These are not nearly as big and not as heavy either. But that point there is much smaller. But you got some nice detail right here. All right, but I really do, I like the color. The color, just in my opinion, it just really does pop. So, all right. And then we have, and this is going to be something that for any line, whether you're collecting G.I. Joe, NECA, whatever, you got this awesome drill. All right. And you can see there's a lot of detail put on it. You get the nice dirty yellow here, so you can tell he's actually been working out there. The tip is actually a different color. All right, you got your spirals through it, so you can actually tell that he's drilling. Got the handle back here. A little bit of wiring. But that detail is absolutely awesome. But again, this is what you get from the Four Horsemen Studio. Even look here, you can see that it's worn. So this is something here that, hey, if you are a Joe collector, you can use the mole rats. Maybe they need a giant drill for whatever they're doing. All right, so let's get to this figure and yeah. All right, so if you have never had a Mythic Legion, a Cosmic Legion, or the figure Obscura, when it comes to your articulation, that is where you don't get a lot. That is one of the Four Horsemen's downfalls, but what you do get is amazing, amazing sculpts. So we'll start with the sculpt here. You got that nice tongue that's sticking out. The head is clearly different. These eyes are more like he's been struggling. This is more like a, you know, he's just finished up his day at work. This is either he's angry, maybe he's been struggling trying to get the stuff done. All right. You got some paint here. You got his, it looks like he has a belt full of different tools and utensils that he can use. All right. This thing's so disgusting. And he's wearing some sort of armor. And I'm assuming that armor is to protect him in his drilling, not so much being on the battlefield. You got his sack here, which is absolutely disgusting. But look at all that detail. You do have a slight different color here, and I think it really actually shows a lot on the camera, at least from where I'm looking. All right, so the detail is good there. Here's where we're going to plug in his wings. And then we got these other pieces, other ports. That's for his little claws. All right. You can put one up here if you want to, or you can see these like little pieces here, like this here. He's talking to somebody, so you can do all kinds of things. Again, it's your action figure. You do what you want. You got a port right here for him. All right. So we'll take a look at the articulation, and we'll see how much we can get. So he's not going to get a real good T-pose. He goes to about there. He gets about a 90-degree elbow bend. His wrists are going to bend back and forth. All right. He's got this swivel here at his forearm. Now, I don't have any issues. I didn't need to warm this up so far. And we are back into the 50s and the 40s here in Michigan. You got this piece that I have a feeling might actually come off. Or maybe not. Well, we're going to leave it there. The belt actually looks like we can actually take the belt off if we pop him in half. His head does turn back and forth. It can move up and down just that much. A great Jean-Claude Van Damme. I was not expecting that. All right, you can kick straight. Then we get his knee bend here. And they get about a 90-degree knee bend. And then your ankle articulation. He has a thigh cut. And he's got these big old feet, so I don't think we're going to have any issues standing him up. But let's go ahead and kind of put some stuff on him, see how he's supposed to look. I'm actually looking at the artwork right here, so we kind of get an idea. And it looks like these pieces here are going to go back like so. All right. And they just plug in real nice, not a problem at all. You're going to get two different pinchers, which is just, We'll start with, well, he's angry on this one. So if he's angry, I think we want to put these ones on him. All right. If that looks more like an angry face. Maybe you disagree. Maybe he's just cleaning. Maybe he's brushing his, whatever these things are. They're disgusting. He's got the two arms here that I'll show you here. Two arms. I'm gonna plug in right there. Maybe, maybe not. Is there a smaller one? I think it's definitely not plugging in all that easy there. All right. So, from what I can see, he's supposed to have some sort of pinchers here. But those things are not going in all that easy. So this might be something I have to warm up. And then he also has the pinchers, or the pieces to go back. Well, how the hell is that supposed to go on? They don't go there. I guess if you don't want them to have the wings on. Huh. It almost looks like the molding isn't all that great there. Like that one here looks like it's going to fit. That one here looks like I need to actually cut it out because... All right. Well, that's not going in there. That's not real good. I can't say that I'm too happy about how that looks or how that fits. All right, we're going to take these wings here. And we're going to have the exact same problem. I mean, I can't say that I'm too thrilled with this. Mind you, I have not done any research on this. I'm just taking a look at this, and I really have no idea if they had QC issues with this. I think I'm going to have to go and, before I finish this video, do a little bit of research and find out. Because this is not like anything I've really dealt with before. But yeah, those things are not going in there. So I feel like either I'm doing something wrong or maybe there is some sort of QC issue on this. All right, so let's pop the head off. I'm going to throw this head on here. All right. So there you go with that. We're going to put the normal mandibles, I think they're called mandibles, something like that, on him. All right. Although these ones now are just like right in front of us. That's nasty. Look at that. So much is really nasty about this. But in the way that I think it's supposed to be. I don't know if this is any different than like the Mezco stuff. I wish I would have given you 2 sets of these. Maybe doing a little bit different. All right. So right now he's, he's in the perfect pose of like, I don't know what's wrong. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take a second and I'm going to go ahead and look and see if there's been any issues with these, because I just don't see how I can actually plug that in unless if I need to heat this up, or if there were some issues, because I mean it really doesn't look good. This hole actually looks decent, but this one here is way off, and that one actually kind of looks like it's circular, but I'm definitely struggling to get that thing on, and that one looks bad too. So I need to take a look, and this guy's just going to kind of sit here and be like, I don't know, I'm just here to take pictures with you. So give me a second, let me take a look, and I don't know why I'm saying give me a second. You're not even gonna know that I'm gonna leave. But yeah, so this is the figure, and if I come back and I have more of an update, I will get back with you. Okay, so I'm back. As you can see, I got everything in there. So I threw this bitch in some hot water, hot tap water. They say not to do it. They say heat it up. No, I throw the whole damn thing in hot water and get this thing so you can plug these holes and they will reshape. You kind of got to let it cool down, but it does work. Also, quick tip, when you are putting these things in here, even though these aren't sharp to push, you like to touch. When you push on them, they hurt. So hold it with a towel. All right. So these things do bend, something that I completely missed. They were so tight. I've never really had a Mythic Legions that I've had an issue that they were that tight. All right. So you can see this is going to move up and down this way, in and out. All right. Back and forth. All right. And same with back here. So this is where the wings are going to go. Now, I specifically did not put the wings on because I want to know when I pull this thing out if then we can pop the wings on. Because I'm not going to lie, I want them to have wings. But this guy is just a big bulking guy, big hulking guy, and everything is in the way. So you do have to heat it up. I've not had an issue with the Mythic Legions. This is why, Mythic Legions or my Cosmic Legions where I've had to heat it up. But again, this is why I do the reviews the way that I do it. All right. I want you to see exactly what you're going to get. And they do give you inside that they tell you to heat it. But the fact that this thing was, and I showed you, was not on. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try and plug this in. And hopefully I don't have to go reheat it up right now, because I really just want the wings on here. So now the wings have plugged in nice and easily, or a wing. And here we go, this wing right here. All right, so you got the wings. They definitely stay up. I can move them where I need to. I can pull them back. They do look extremely nice. All right. Now, I do fear that they're going to get loose. All right. But we'll see what happens from this point. All right. So here we have his drill. And I guess we gotta be holding the drill, right? So this hand, we should be able to, we're gonna puncture that in. We're gonna pop that thing in there. So how easy does the hand come out? Well, it should come out fairly easy. Again, everything. If you dealt with NECA before, then you know exactly what it's like swapping out some stuff, because the stuff just absolutely can hurt. Just a little bit of pressure, it's annoying. All right. So we got this one claw that seems to be in our way. But again, you can get rid of it if you don't like it. So now, gonna make it so he's popping that drill up, and he's gonna be drilling away. There's so much on this figure that things might get in the way, but he is the guy that's used for flight. So maybe you get a flight stand, he's gonna work. I do think that the face sculpt looks really good, but again, here he is. This is a deluxe minor figure. We got all these extra hands. this grotesque face, which I actually think is pretty awesome. But I think it'll look pretty good when you put them up against a predator. But quickly, let's take a look at the size comparison to this guy. And the first thing that we'll do is grab one of these Cosmic Legions. And you can see exactly how much bigger he is than him. We'll grab my Landell Calrissian, and you can see exactly how small a Black Series figure is. All right, these are actually smaller than most Joes. And then we'll grab this Retro Cobra Trooper. Again, pretty cool. You can have them fighting, and it's going to be more of an uphill battle. And then right here I do have Bruce Campbell Ash from Evil Dead. And let's be honest, this is something this guy would definitely be fighting. But let's say you want to get into some crazy type of photography. These guys are traveling all across the galaxy. They are hunting. And this guy, I can see some amazing shots. Because let's be honest, he might be a driller, a worker, but the truth is, this guy is a fighter. And we know the predators like to hunt these guys. Hell, they even kind of look like maybe they're somewhat of the same species. And I think we can do some pictures later on showing these two. So anyway, there you go. There he is. Sphexxian is how I believe you say it. So let's wrap this up. Ooh, they both fell over. All right, so there you go. That is the 4 Horsemen Cosmic Legion Sphexxian. Again, the detail is really awesome on this. Not a lot of paint, which I've noticed on Cosmic Legions that don't seem to have a lot of paint, at least the 3 that I have, but everything else does look really good. Now, before you go, you watch it, and before you start thumbing out in the comments saying, you know you're supposed to heat it, they give you the instructions, I know that, all right? But I also like to see how things are if you don't have to heat it, how it is if you're not going to heat it first. That's what I try and give people. As you can see, I don't try and be He-Man. I don't try and be Superman, even though I'm wearing the S right now. I don't force things. We put some pressure. I know what I'm doing. I'm not saying you don't, but I know what I'm doing to not put too much pressure. There are people, I feel for sure that they try and break things on camera and they say, look, it broke. We've seen it numerous times. That's not what I'm about. I tried to do it. It couldn't be done. I went, threw them in some hot water. Everything popped in really nice and easy. So there you go. If you do want them, again, Hella Dope Toys, they do have these in stock. They're $60, but you're saying, hey, that's too much. So what you're going to do is you're going to go over there and you're going to drop this code APWT and you're going to get 10% off your entire order. So the more you order, guess what? The better shipping price you're going to get for all of these that you're going to get. You're not going to get a better deal because guess what? You can't get any 4 Horsemen stuff on sale. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Before you do, please take a second, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. And yes, I know I'm pointing to nothing because I don't have anything in. But now I'm going to get out of here. But don't go anywhere. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop another video to the 4 Horsemen stuff. And here's a playlist to everything 4 Horsemen that I've done so far. Take care.